So today I am going to make Gajar ka halwa. For that you would need half kilogram of carrots fresh, 50 grams of almond nuts, 50 grams of cashew nuts, cardamom powder, half tablespoon for flavoring, and this is called khoya. For khoya recipe, link is available in the description box. It is about 70 to 100 grams. I have around 100 grams of sugar, fine sugar. You can adjust it according to your taste. So, and I have around half liter of fresh milk, full cream. This is all you need for Gajar ka halwa. So it's a very popular Indian dessert and it's usually enjoyed during winters. So it's one of the easy to make and really tasty dish, dessert. So let's start. I have roughly grated cashew nuts. I've also grated almond nuts and I've grated the carrot to this consistency, to this size. Now we just need to dry roast this and this a bit and then we can start. So I'm about to dry roast the nuts just to vaporize the moisture, just to get rid of the moisture. Always do it on a low flame, as low as possible. Just do it for like 2 minutes or 3. So we have to do it separately, like cashew nuts are more milder than almond nuts, so they might get burned. So first we have to get it through for the almonds and then for the cashew nuts. It's way more easier than doing it together. So I think it's done for this part. Same procedure for cashew nuts. They are very delicate, so we have to make sure that we don't overburn them. Just enough to make them a bit dry. Like we have to get rid of the moisture, if any. That's the main reason for doing this. I think cashew nuts are done as well. Now it's time to put in the grated carrots in. So I'm about to do that. So these are the grated carrots. I'm gonna put them in just like that. This is how they look. So now what we need to do, we need to put in a lid so that the moisture is there. We do not need to use any water or anything. So I'm putting on the lid. It's been like 3 or 4 minutes now. So I'm about to check them. This is how they look. Let me give you a closer look. Yeah. So now we need to put the milk in it, give it more moisture. So I'm pouring in the milk. Need to give it a good boil. This is how it looks at the moment. I'm putting it on a high flame now. Everything is. I'm giving it a stir. Once it starts boiling, then I'll put in the sugar and the cardamom powder to give it a good flavor. I'll give you a closer look. You have to keep stirring it, otherwise it's gonna stick to the bottom and it might ruin your carrot pudding or gajar ka halwa. It's a bit tiring process, but it gives the best results in the end. Now, if you can see that the milk is now coming to a boil, so I think it's a time to put in the sugar. I'll wait a bit so as it's overall boiling. Wait for a while. Now it's coming to a full boil. It's time to add sugar. It's like around 7 teaspoons of sugar. You can reduce it or add more as you like, according to your taste. Some people like it more sweeter, some like it a bit mild. I like it a bit mild, so I have not put in all of it. Now we have to let it boil. Some people put in ghee in gajar ka halwa. You can also do that, but it's good to put ghee in the end, not in the beginning. If you put it in the beginning, it's not very healthy. And also the smell of the ghee is not there. So it's always good to put it in the end if you want to put it. Otherwise, you can have it just like that, because in any case we are putting khoya. So this is how it looks. Look at the color. Now I think it's time to put in the flavoring, the cardamom powder. It will give a good aroma and really good pleasing flavor as well. It's very nice to smell always cardamom. So this process gonna go for around 5 to 10 minutes until this is a bit thick in consistency and the carrots are a bit moist and soft. We need to keep doing that for a while. We need to scrap the sides of pan a bit so that it doesn't burn out. I put it on a medium flame and I let it cook like that for a while. Now as you can see, the volume has reduced a lot and it's getting a bit thicker. So it's time to put in the khoya, which I think is the chemical X for gajar ka halwa. So this is what I think is chemical X in this. Make sure that it is soft. If it's not soft, you can microwave it for a few seconds and it will be soft if you're bringing it out of fridge right away. So I'm about to put it in. Alright, so I'm putting khoya. Some people put it in the end for grating purpose, but I'm putting it just like that. As you can see, it's still there. It's soft, breaking. This is how it looks at the moment. Just need to make sure it comes to a solid state where all the milk and khoya are combined together and they form a solid sticky surrounding for the carrot stripes that we have in here. We will mix in the flavors together, the sweetness of carrot and the creaminess of khoya milk and the aroma of cardamom powder and a bit sweetness of sugar. So they work all together to make it an amazing dessert. So I keep boiling for a while and then I think we can put in the grated nuts. Or before that it must be in a solid state, kind of more thicker than the current consistency. It's been 5 more minutes, and this is how it looks at the moment. This is the time to put in the nuts, so I'm doing that. These are the nuts and I'm putting in. I have to mix them all. I mean, some people put pistachio as well. You can also do that, it's purely optional. So it took me about 30 minutes to make it. So gajar ka halwa is ready and this is how it looks. Let me give you a closer look. And I'm about to eat this. Look at that. So cool. This is awesome. Enjoy.